What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Monica, and I am super excited. Cash crop number 2 is coming together nicely. These are the supplies that I've got ordered. I still have a few more things that I'm waiting on, so I can't begin just yet, but let's just run down what I've got so far. Okay, starting with the crock pot. I am going to be using the hot process method, which will allow for me to use the soap a lot faster than the cold process method. Now, technically, there's 3 methods to making soap: hot process, cold process, and melt and pour. But all of the real soap making people in the world will tell you that melt and pour really doesn't count. So I'm going to use the hot process because I want to use the soap sooner rather than later. And I may actually try a cold process at some point. But anyway, so I've got my grapeseed oil. I've got my extra virgin olive oil. I've got my castor oil. I've got my apricot oil. I've got my pH testing strips. I've got my Brazilian purple clay for my colorant. I've got my my wooden soap cutter. I've got my lye, my digital thermometer. Did I mention my wooden spoons? I've got my wooden spoons. I've got my stainless steel mixer. Remember, you cannot use anything aluminum in this process when you're making soap. Got all my safety stuff, which is my household gloves and my eyewear. I've got the alcohol and the spray bottle just to spray on the top of my loaf to prevent soda ash. I've got parchment paper if I need it. I've got a host of silicone utensils. I've got some strainer things, which I probably don't need, but they were $1.25, so I bought them anyway. I've got my lye mixture. So apparently you can mix lye with a few different things. Distilled water is recommended, so I've got that. However, I went to a local farm and got some goat's milk because goat's milk soap is thebomb.com. And I'm making my soap not only for my family, but for a special targeted audience of people who deal with, skin-related issues. So I really want a conditioning, creamy soap. So goat's milk will be what I mix my lye with. And then, of course, my soap mold. Now, I will need more of these when I go into heavy production. But for now, I just got the 1 5-pound soap mold to start. Now, like I mentioned, I still have a lot more. Well, not a lot more. I still have to wait on some of my essential oils and some of the herbs that I'm going to be using to make my decoction. Now, a decoction is something I'm going to talk to you about in a separate video. But I'm always keeping my target audience in mind. People who are dealing with skin-related issues. I am not going to make any claims about what my soap can or cannot do, but I am going to go heavy on my marketing with showing them how I make the soap. And that decoction is going to be infused with an herb called calendula and comfrey. And if you haven't looked those herbs up in their history and being able to help with skin-related issues, you definitely should. And then, of course, my essential oils are going to be the natural fragrance, because this, my friends, is going to be a natural bar of soap through and through. So I had to do this video to let you know what I was up to. I'm super excited about cash crop number 2. And if you haven't done so already, register for the free meet and greet. It's coming up at the end of the month. It's at the end of every single month. It's completely free. Check the link in my bio or the link in the description box to sign up. And if you can't make it, it's usually at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. You can still access the recording, the replay, as long as you are registered. So I hope to see you on the next one, and have a great day. Peace.